Good morning, everyone. I'm Samira Ahmed. Good morning. I'm Samira Ahmed, and on behalf of the Royal Television Society, it's my pleasure to welcome you to H Club in Covent Garden this morning for the RTS Programme Awards Nominations Breakfast, presented in partnership with Audio Network. A special welcome as well to everyone joining us on our live stream on YouTube, Twitter and Facebook. And this morning we shall be formally announcing the nominations in the 27 categories for this year's Programme Awards. In a moment, we'll be revealing the complete list of this year's nominations, and the list is a stellar tribute to the calibre of television produced and delivered in this country, a reminder of how well served the audience is by the unique mixed economy of British broadcasting. Licence payer-funded content sitting alongside commercial and subscription-based programming, all giving viewers the broadest possible range of quality shows to watch on whatever platform they choose. British television in 2020 is in terrific health, vibrant, exciting and distinctive. The nominations for these awards include ambitious, compelling drama, unmissable popular entertainment and comedy, engaging children's and daytime programming, and thrilling sports and live event coverage that brings the country together around big national moments. In the nominations list are some of our best actors, performers, writers, and production teams. And here's how the nominations list has come together. Since the beginning of January, juries from across the television industry have watched literally hundreds of submitted programme entries. The juries met to discuss the programmes they'd viewed, and for each category, a shortlist of 3 nominations was agreed. A vote by secret ballot then determined the category winner. So each jury has contributed to this list, which covers the full sweep of creative activity in British television. And so to the nominations. We begin with drama. This year, British producers delivered some exceptional pieces, which, thanks to increasingly global reach of co-production and distribution models, are now also being appreciated by audiences beyond the UK. There is truly outstanding work in competition in all the main drama categories. In the drama series category, there are nominations for BBC One's The Capture, Channel 4's Ackley Bridge, and BBC One's Gentleman Jack. In the drama mini-series category, the nominations are Sky Atlantic's Chernobyl, BBC One's The Long Song, and BBC One's Years and Years. And in the single drama category, the nominations are The Left Behind, produced for BBC Three, Brexit, the Uncivil War, produced for Channel 4, and Doing Money, produced for BBC Two. In the soap and continuing drama category, the nominations are Casualty on BBC One, EastEnders on BBC One, and for what was its 59th year on television, Coronation Street on ITV. In the drama performance categories, the nominees for actor female are Niamh Algar for The Virtues on Channel 4, Suran Jones for Gentleman Jack on BBC One, and Tamara Lawrence for The Long Song on BBC One. For actor male, the nominees are Stephen Graham for The Virtues on Channel 4, Jared Harris for Chernobyl on Sky Atlantic, and Michael Ward for Top Boy on Netflix. We move now to factual programmes. In the formatted popular factual category, all 3 of the nominations are Channel 4 titles, and our congratulations to them on that achievement. They are Celebrity Gogglebox, The British Tribe Next Door, and The Circle. In the history category, the 3 nominations are Jade, the reality star who changed Britain, produced for Channel 4. Spotlight on the Troubles, a secret history, produced for BBC 4 and BBC One Northern Ireland. And The Last Survivors, produced for BBC 2. In the live event category, the nominees are the Brit Awards 2019 on ITV, Stormzy at Glastonbury 2019 on BBC 2, and the Royal British Legion Festival of Remembrance on BBC One. British documentary making has continued to flourish this year, evident in the distinctiveness of the nominated programmes in both the series and single categories. The nominations in the documentary series category are Crime and Punishment, produced for Channel 4. The Choir, Our School by the Tower, produced for BBC 2. And Hometown, A Killing, produced for BBC 3. In the single documentary category, the nominated programmes are War in the Blood, produced for BBC 2. Undercover, Inside China's Digital Gulag, produced for ITV. And David Harewood, Psychosis and Me, produced for BBC 2. The sports coverage and production categories always invite keenly contested programme submissions, and this year, for the first time ever, women's football features in the nominations list. For the Sports Programme Award, the nominations are FIFA Women's World Cup 2019, semi-final, England versus the USA on BBC One. The ICC Cricket World Cup final on Sky Sports Cricket. And the 2019 Rugby World Cup on ITV. In the category of sports presenter, commentator or pundit, the nominees are Nasser Hussain for his work on the Ashes on Sky Sports Cricket, Gareth Thomas for the 2019 Rugby World Cup on ITV, and Alex Scott for FIFA Women's World Cup 2019 on BBC One, BBC Two, BBC Four and BBC iPlayer. Now, entertainment is central to the performance of the major broadcast channels on BBC television. And this year, 2 previous winners in the entertainment programme category are joined by a new nominee. The nominations are Love Island, produced for ITV2, Britain's Got Talent, produced for ITV, and RuPaul's Drag Race UK, produced for BBC 3. In the entertainment performance category, the nominees are London Hughes for her work on Don't Hate the Players on ITV2, Mo Gilligan for the Late-ish Show with Mo Gilligan on Channel 4, and Stephen Mulhern for In for a Penny on ITV. In the daytime category, last year's programme award winner, The Repair Shop on BBC One, is in competition with Beat the Chef, produced for Channel 4, and Good Morning Britain on ITV. In the children's programme category, the 3 nominations are the art school drama series The Athena on Sky Kids, hospitality skills competition series Step Up to the Plate on CBBC, and animated family film Zog on BBC One. Now to comedy, and we begin with the comedy performance categories. The nominees for male comedy performance are Alex Murphy and Chris Wally for The Young Offenders on BBC 3, nominated for the 2nd consecutive year. Shuti Gatwa for Sex Education on Netflix. And Yusuf Karkour for Home on Channel 4. For female comedy performance, the nominees are Phoebe Waller-Bridge for Fleabag on BBC 3, Saoirse Monica Jackson for Derry Girls on Channel 4, and Diane Morgan for her performance in Motherland on BBC 2. For scripted comedy programme, the nominations are Derry Girls, produced for Channel 4, Staff Lets Flats, produced for Channel 4, and Fleabag, produced for BBC 3. All 3 nominations in the prestigious Science and Natural History category this year are programmes produced for BBC 2. They are 8 Days to the Moon and Back, The Planets, and The Parkinson's Drug Trial, A Miracle Cure. We congratulate BBC 2 on their dominance in this category. In the arts category, the nominations are Imagine, James Graham in the Room Where It Happens, produced for BBC One. Bros, After the Screaming Stops, produced for BBC 4. And Super Kids, Breaking Away from Care, produced for Channel 4. In the presenter category, the nominees are Mobeen Azhar for his work on Hometown, A Killing on BBC Three. Vicky McClure for her work on Our Dementia Choir with Vicky McClure on BBC One. And Fred Braithwaite for his work on A Fresh Guide to Florence with Fab Five Freddy on BBC Two. Now, 5 years ago, the RTS Programme Awards first introduced the Breakthrough Award with the intention of recognising the emergence of a significant new talent in British television production, either in front of or behind the camera. This year's winner will join the distinguished list of previous recipients: Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Michaela Cole, Daniel Lawrence-Taylor, and last year's winner, Nabeen Rizwan. This year's 3 nominees are the comedy actor and writer Tim Renko for his work on Jerk, produced for BBC Three, the comedy actor, writer and executive producer Aisling B for her work on This Way Up, produced for Channel 4, and actor Tanya Moody for her performance in Motherland, produced for BBC Two. The Royal Television Society Programme Awards is proud to continue its long tradition of honouring the principal role that writers play in creating exceptional television. This year, in the comedy writing category, the nominees are Danny Brocklehurst for Brassic on Sky One, Phoebe Waller-Bridge for Fleabag on BBC Three, and new writer Laurie Nunn for her first ever television series, Sex Education, on Netflix. For drama writing, the nominees are Craig Mazin for Chernobyl on Sky Atlantic, Roy Williams for Soon Gone, A Windrush Chronicle on BBC Four, and Neil Forsyth for Guilt on BBC Scotland and BBC Two. At the 2017 Programme Awards, the Royal Television Society first introduced the category Channel of the Year, and the previous winners were BBC Three, BBC One, and last year, CBeebies. This year, the nominations for the RTS Channel of the Year are BBC Three, Channel 5, and Sky Atlantic. So, there they are. It didn't take that long, did it? Nominations for this year's Programme Awards. Congratulations to all the nominees, in particular to the BBC for leading the field with 42 nominations. The winners will be announced at the ceremony at the Grosvenor House on Tuesday, the 19th of March, with Paul Merton hosting, and we do look forward to seeing you there. And now, please welcome the Chief Executive Officer of the Royal Television Society, Teresa Wise.
Thank you so much, Samira, and thanks very much to all of you for joining us here this morning for our annual Programme Awards nominations breakfast. It's really lovely to see you at this non-media hour in the morning. First of all, a couple of thank yous. So I really want to thank all the production teams, on-screen talent, writers and broadcasters who've received a nomination this year. It's just great to see such a fantastic list of nominations in what Samira quite rightly describes as a stellar year, and nominations too from all parts of British television. The Programme Awards really is the night when our industry comes together to celebrate the richness of what's produced here and honour the very best work of our peers, so it's a genuine mark of excellence to be nominated. Congratulations. Once again, we're really appreciative of everyone who gave up their time to sit on any of our juries and watch the many hours of television submitted. As anyone who's done this will confirm, this can be a really big commitment. But the upside is always the possibility of discovering for the first time a piece of television you simply have missed out on previously. This year, we've continued our special effort to configure juries that appropriately represent the diversity of Britain's television audience, and I'm really pleased to report that we've achieved our most diverse jury composition to date. Of 199 jurors split across 24 juries, 32% were Black, Asian and minority ethnic, 56% were women, and 44% were men. I think the men actually probably underskewed there. The effect of this is reflected in the nominations, and the nominations list we've announced this morning is the most diverse ever. This hasn't happened by accident, and I'd really like to thank Wayne Garvey, the chair of our Programme Awards, for leading the work on this, and thank him too for everything else he's brought to his 3 years as chair. This is Wayne's last Programme Awards in the role, and we've loved working with him over the last few years. His characteristic energy, commitment and enthusiasm have inspired the whole team on the Programme Awards, and we shall miss him. Thank you, Wayne. The Programme Awards is the single biggest fundraising event in the RTS's annual calendar, so I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the broadcasters and the production community for continuing to support the awards. And finally, a really special thank you too must go to Audio Network for being our partner and sponsor. As you are doubtless aware, Audio Network, now an Entertainment One company, is one of the leading music licensing companies with a catalogue curated by a team of experts that spans every genre from orchestral to rock. Audio Network works with acclaimed producers and composers, while also discovering and nurturing new talent. And at the RTS, we're hugely appreciative of the support they give to the Programme Awards. So with that, I'll just say I'm looking forward to seeing you at the Grosvenor House on Tuesday, 17th of March. I wish the very best of luck to all the nominees for success on the night. And in the meantime, please stay and enjoy breakfast with us. Thank you very much.